Are human beings being farmed? So with animals, first we domesticated them, and eventually, because humans are meat eaters, some people are vegetarians. We put them in some animals in slaughterhouses, and pen them up and just raise them for slaughter. Obviously, you know, with humans, it's not anything like that. But you know, some people think that human beings are being farmed to a certain extent. That the societal order is just being more and more constricted, so there's less that we can do. For example, masks. Now, masks are necessary for, the pandemic because they're, you know, I guess proven to be very helpful. But at the same time, when you want to silence someone, the first thing that you do is put a mask on it. Some people call it a muzzle. Like if you've heard those famous slogans, hear no evil, see no evil, do no evil. For see no evil, they put the hands over the eyes, and for speak no evil, they put the hands over the mouth. So when you put something over the mouth, that's symbolically and that's psychologically. Like when people have a mask on, it's psychologically reinforcing to them that they have no voice, they have no power, and that's not the intent of the mask, but that's the result of the mask. Sometimes the intent and the result is two different things. So the result of people being in lockdown is the same thing. They feel like they're powerless. The idea of like you can't see your grandma in the nursing home is the same thing. So collectively, humans, in some sense, potentially are being farmed. Some people think because what's happening is some people use a naturally occurring pandemic or other things as an excuse. Like some governments use excuses to do surveillance. Whether it be like a terrorism attack or whether it be natural disaster or pandemic, or whatever the case might be. There are always people that are somewhat opportunistic to try to control people. So basically, some people see like the reaction to guns. Now, I have mixed feelings about this. Like on the one sense, I do think that we have out of control mass shootings, and we do need reasonable gun control. At the same time, I do believe, and I'm not a gun owner, and I personally think guns are dangerous. Like I wouldn't own a gun personally because I think more people have accidents with their own guns and accidental shootings and things like that. But I do think it is a right of the Constitution. And I think that, there's more and more restrictions being placed on people of what they can and can't do. Soon they're talking about having like vaccine passports. Like you basically, and I'm going to get the vaccine as soon as it becomes available because I care about my health and I encourage other people to do it also. I mean, do your own research. I'm not a vaccine expert, but for myself, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm not telling anybody else what to do. Just do your own research. But we're not going to be able to go on airplanes, and eventually, people are going to be not being allowed to work by their employers potentially if they don't have the vaccine. I mean, some of this might go to the courts, but basically we have less and less and less control over our lives. There's less and less and less that we're able to do, and there's more and more and more that we have to ask permission for or deny. Like in China, they have the social scores, and if you have a bad social score, if you're considered a bad citizen, there's a lot of things that you're prohibited to do. You can't travel, you can't get credit, you can't get certain jobs. So the same thing is coming to America. Some people feel that we're being farmed more and more. Our restrictions are going to be just placed on us more and more and more, and there's less and less that we're going to be able to do.